Binary touch options, BTO, though classified as exotic options, are arguably one of the simplest yet most powerful investment products. They provide great leverage, full knowledge of potential profits and losses, and a limited potential loss, even when shorting. Very simply, a BTO lets the investor express the view that a certain currency pair will either trade or not trade at a specific price, referred to as the trigger level, during the life of the option. We differentiate between two types of BTO, one-touch and no-touch. A one-touch option, this will generate a payout when the trigger level is reached by the underlying spot rate at any time during the life of the option, from inception to expiry. If it doesn't trade at the level, then the option simply expires. A no-touch option, this option will generate a payout if the trigger level has not been reached before the option expires. In other words, the level hasn't been touched. BTOs, like vanilla options, require the buyer to pay an upfront premium for the option, but also have the possibility of receiving a greater payout in the future, depending on the path of the underlying spot price. The seller of the BTO will receive an upfront premium, but might also get a liability towards the buyer of the option at a later point in time. Binary options are traded as a percent of the payout amount. If the price of the BTO is 17%/20%, that means that the premium you receive for selling the option is 17% of the payout amount, and the premium you need to pay to buy the option is 20% of the potential payout. When we trade binary touch options, both the potential profit and the potential loss is known in advance. Either you pay a premium and aim to get the payout from the option, or you receive a premium and aim not to have the obligation to pay the payout. This is the reason that these options are the safest and easiest to manage. Both the maximum potential profits and losses are known in advance. Investors have the full overview of the risk they're running and can make sure to have a suitable risk-reward profile. So let's look at some examples using euro-dollar to get us comfortable with the process. In the following example, we will assume spot is at 1.1. You believe that euro-dollar will move to 1.07 within the next 3 weeks and decide to buy the following one-touch option. Trigger 1.07, expiry 3 weeks, payout €50,000. The offer price for this option is 35%. The price is expressed as a percentage of the potential payout amount. This means that you will pay an upfront premium of €17,500. Therefore, if 1.07 never trades during the next 3 weeks, the condition of the option was therefore not met, hence you will incur an overall loss of €17,500. If, however, 1.07 does trade in the spot market at any time during the life of the option, you will receive the payout amount of €50,000 and therefore enjoy a net profit on the trade of €32,500, which is the payout minus the premium paid. Please note that the potential profit and loss are known in advance, meaning the risk-reward on the trade is also known in advance. So now let's take a look at another example. A no-touch option. So we have just seen an example of the one-touch option. Now let's explore the no-touch option. The no-touch option is essentially the opposite of a one-touch. Now the investor will get a payout if the option does not trade at the trigger level during the life of the option and expires. So, for example, you believe that euro-dollar spot will stay below 1.12 for the next 2 weeks and you decide to buy the following no-touch option. Trigger 1.12, expiry 2 weeks, payout €10,000. The offer price for this option is 15%. This means that buying the option you will pay the premium of €1,500. If spot trades at 1.12 within the next 2 weeks, the option is triggered and will not generate any payout. Therefore, your overall loss on the trade is the premium you paid of €1,500. However, if you're proven right and spot never trades at 1.12 within the 2 weeks, the option will generate a payout of €10,000. Together with the premium paid, this becomes a net profit of €8,500. So let's take a look back at the key points that you've learned. Profit and loss is known before the trade is initiated. Options can be easily managed. The take profit and stop loss orders are included in the strategy, so the investor does not have to place or even consider these levels. Therefore, less risk and less management. They're easy to trade with the advantage of leverage, and you can benefit from sharp spikes or dips in the spot market. OTs and NTs are more or less different sides of the same coin. Buying a OT is the same as selling a NT, except that the order of the cash flow is different. If the price of a one-touch is 25%, then the price of the no-touch with the same trigger level is 75%, as the probability of reaching the trigger level plus the probability of not reaching the trigger level is 100%. So in our example, OT, NT, 1.07 euro dollar, payout 50,000 euro, premium 35%, we can summarize the cash flows in a table. From the table, we can see that the final outcome of either buying a OT or selling a NT is the same. The only difference is the order of the cash flow. Selling a OT and buying a NT also gives you the same final result on the investment.